Welcome back to City Wrestling Radio, and it is a very special edition of City Wrestling Radio today because today we are taking a look at WrestleMania 40. Yes, 40 years in the making. We're going to go over the entire card of both nights and give you our thoughts on what is going to happen and also kind of our thoughts on what we want to happen. But I'm your host. I'm Corey Smith. Being joined, as always, is the Mania Dad you wish you all had, Mr. Jose Oseguera. How are you today, sir?
I am juiced. This has to be one of the most anticipated WrestleManias ever. We're looking at XL, extra large, so that you know it's going to be big. I'm doing great. I'm happy. I'm looking forward to this weekend. How are you doing?
I'm great. You said it was WrestleMania XL, and you're right, extra large pizzas. I don't know if you noticed this. I didn't even watch the full thing, but did you notice Omos and Otis had a pizza eating contest hosted by Big E on was it Instagram earlier this week in
I did not
Philadelphia?
see that. What?
They might have been still in New York or they were in Philadelphia. Can't remember exactly where. They were in some like apartment somewhere, so it was like an Airbnb.
That's effing awesome.
And Tozawa was there. And it looked like a grand old time. But who would have thought, like, watching, not even watching Mania 10 this time when we did our retro review of Mania 10, go check it out. But watching as kids, watching your first WrestleMania 9, with whoever you watched it with, did you ever think, like, you would be at this point watching WrestleMania 40?
It wasn't even crossing my mind. It wasn't even a thought. I wasn't even thinking 25. I was looking forward to 15.
So, yeah, exactly. So 1 year at a time. But this year, will Cody Rhodes finish his story? We'll see. We'll get into it.
We'll get into it.
But let's start it off with night number 1. We kick off with what's presumably going to kick off the show because, well, Becky Lynch said she wanted it. And the man's going to get what the man's going to get. Or the man's going to get what the man wants. I don't know. However this thing goes.
However it goes.
But Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley for the singles, the world's women title. This is kind of interesting because Rhea, she won last year at Mania. I believe, did she win the year before at Mania or did she lose? I can't remember.
Yeah, my memory is not that great.
But nonetheless, Rhea has won a couple years in a row. And Becky coming in and challenging for this title, it's just like, what are they going to do with Becky? As a champion, as the women's world champion? I just don't see a reason to put the title on her right now. So that's why I'm gonna say that I think Rhea Ripley is going to retain the title at Mania, and her stock's going to soar even higher because she is red hot right now in every single metric. Whether it's on doing press, whether it's with the fans on the screen, her wrestling ability in her division. I mean, there's no other right now. So I think she's going to retain the title. What do you think is going to happen in this match, Jose?
Yeah, 100%. It's Rhea Ripley. Becky has nothing to lose. She won't be, her image isn't going to be tarnished. Her standing with the company isn't going to be tarnished. Her status as the man, not a problem. She could eat this loss and still make it fine. I'm thinking that Seth and Bex might be going on a little bit of a break. So, that would play into, her losing and maybe disappearing for a month or two. Rhea Ripley has everything to gain. She has the most momentum. She's one of the most fun things to watch on TV weekly.
Yeah. And she's my gym inspiration. Like I every time I go to a gym, it's a day locker, but I still put a poster up of Rhea Ripley. Take it down when I leave, just because I want to see those gains, just like her. But no, I think a lot of people are going to take off after Mania. That's just what I'm thinking. Roman Reigns is kind of setting himself up for a time off. Seth and Becky could take some time off, go travel with their kid.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, Rhea, she doesn't have any kids. She's just got Buddy Matthews. You know what I mean? So
yeah. And I'm just wishing, please, God, no Nia Jax. No, Nia Jax.
No. Oh God, no.
I know she's been into this in the middle of the feud, going back and forth with Becky Lynch and interfering in matches. I really hope she just stays away from this one.
Yeah. Well, we'll see coming this weekend. Next up, we have for the Intercontinental title, Gunther taking on Sami Zayn, defending his title.
Yeah.
I mean, Gunther, the longest reigning Intercontinental champion, Sami Zayn being, this underdog. He's even doing the Coach Gable segments now, or
Mhm.
vignette, the one vignette
Yeah.
that WWE personally gave to me. Yeah, but Triple H just listening to the show, like, I'm going to give this guy what he wants.
There you
You know,
go.
it wasn't like I didn't get tickets to and plane tickets and a hotel to WrestleMania, just like some people did on Twitter.
Yeah.
But I got Coach Gable on my TV. And you know what? If that's all I get, I'll be happy with it.
Yeah.
But Sami Zayn, he's walking out the champion, Intercontinental champion, because I mean, I don't see any other reason not to. What do you think's going to happen?
Oh man, this one's really sketch. Gunther's due for a loss. He's due to be elevated into main event picture. I really want Sammy to win because he needs this win, especially after the whole bloodline thing, and as hot as he was, and the flame has been extinguished somewhat. So I'd like to make him I like to see him make a comeback into relevance land. I
Yeah.
don't want to see Rocky vignettes. I don't want to do all that. But I have a feeling that Gunther's going to win. I want Sammy, but I think Gunther's going to win this
Oh,
one.
wow.
Yeah.
I mean, Gunther did kind of stand tall in the go home show. I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
But
Oh, and also, I mean, how many feel good moments are you going to have? We go through the card, and it's going to be face heavy.
that's true.
A heel has to win, and Gunther's the best heel to win, the
Yeah.
best chance.
No,
That's my
I
reasoning.
Next up, we're going to have the 6-pack tag team ladder match challenge for the undisputed tag team titles. Now, remember, this match is going to go on until both sets of tag team titles are going to be pulled down. We have Judgment Day, the team of Finn Balor and Damian Priest versus DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa versus the Awesome Truth. The Miz and R-Truth versus the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory. Jesus Christ, everyone has a name.
Yeah.
A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, and the New Catch Republic, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. It's kind of weird how they all have names for teams. It's not just like Dunn and Bate. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, I mean, it gives you the feel of real tag teams. They're not just thrown together teams. I'm with it.
What do you? I'll give you the floor for this. What do you think's going to happen here,
Oh
Jose?
my god. Oh my god.
There's
Okay.
so many different ways it can go.
So many different ways it can go. Now, my question is are the sets of belts hanging as a pair? And when I say a pair, is Raw and SmackDown a pair, and then the other one is hanging because they said both have to be brought down, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not exactly sure. I'm guessing
Are
there's
they
going
going
to
to be
be
4 individual titles?
no, not 4 individual things to grab, but like, or maybe all on one giant,
Mhm.
rig holding them all up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is it 2 rigs, a Raw set and a
But
SmackDown set?
yeah, but it doesn't make sense. Like, if you go up there to pull the SmackDown titles up, wouldn't you just go and grab them both?
Yeah, yeah.
At the same
So, I
time.
mean, it depends on the presentation. By me not knowing as much as I would like to, I'm going to say title split, DIY, Judgment Day, 2 different champions, 2 different shows. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that could happen. There are a lot of people talking about the titles being split here. A lot of people saying maybe DIY can walk out with it. A lot of people even saying that Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne can walk out with the SmackDown titles.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Me personally, I don't think anyone's going to walk out as undisputed champions. There's no reason to
Okay.
put the stipulation into this match
Mhm.
unless you're going to split the titles up.
Yeah.
I'm of the belief that Judgment Day is set for a breakup
Mhm.
in some sort of way, whether that's a split of, Finn and JD McDonough going one way, Dominic going another, and Priest and Rhea going different ways. We'll see, but I could definitely see DIY walking out as champions. And, well, I mean, honestly, I can see A-Town Down Under walking out as champions too.
Okay.
Um, they're kind of they're a heel team too.
Mhm.
We need a
Mhm.
little bit more of that, like you were
Yeah.
saying.
Mhm.
So I'm going DIY and A-Town Down Under.
Okay. I will add this small stipulation. If Judgment Day loses both titles, I guarantee Damian Priest cashes in at some point this weekend.
Yes. Yes. Well, we will get to it later, but I mean, he has it for a little while longer. I think
Mhm.
when is Money in the Bank this year? Bank 2024. It is
July,
July 6th. Now, when is Clash at the Castle?
June,
Is it?
I believe so.
Let's see. Gosh darn it. Why don't you just give me an easy date I can look at? Anyways, oh yeah, June 14th. I mean, there's a chance he could hold on to it then and even get heat and maybe cash in on like a Drew McIntyre there.
Yeah,
You know what I
and
mean?
and there's been talk around the interwebs where they see Damian Priest defending the Money in the Bank.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
So he goes into it as the holder. Then they put it up on the thing and do the whole yada yada.
Rigmarole.
Yeah.
So all right, we move on to, oh my god, just like in WrestleMania 10. If you have not seen our retro review, go check it out right this. Well, no, not right this second. Wait until we're done, then go check it out. Unless you got work, then go to work and then come back. We'll still be here. Don't worry.
Yeah. Hear it on
But
the right away.
brother versus brother, Jay Uso, Jimmy Uso. It's the battle of the Usos.
Not the greatest of
Yeet,
builds. Yeah.
Yeet versus no, and it's not because this is exactly how we started the Rumble. We had a one-on-one situation at the Rumble with them too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they would have teased this in the Rumble and like had them go face to face and maybe throw a couple of punches, but then it was broken up,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Leave us wanting more,
Yes.
then
Yes.
then sure, yeah, this would have been great. But now it's just like, okay, cool, 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 cool. I mean, I'm sure it's
Yeah.
gonna be a good match.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
they're gonna give it their all. I mean, these guys, these two guys have probably, and I'm gonna take a wild guess here, and I'm probably right, have been practicing for this match since they were infants.
Even before they took any type of wrestling class. Yes. 100%.
Exactly.
In the womb, they were wrestling around. Yes.
On Rikishi's couch, they were, yeah, we're gonna wrestle on WrestleMania one day. I'm the
Mhm.
greatest of all
Mhm.
time. I'm Jey Uso. Ah. But I mean, I don't see a reason, for Jay to win. I'm going Jimmy Uso on this one. I'm going no yeet. Get out of here with that yeet. No, I mean, it'd be cool if Jay win. I don't really care either way, but I think
Yeah.
Jimmy's winning.
Yeah, it looks like night one is starting to take a downturn. I'm saying Jimmy Uso for the win. Night one is going to be very heel heavy, very, oh man, I can't believe that happened. Oh man, my favorite didn't win. Oh man, night two is going to be way better. Let's hope the faces turn it out.
Well, you gotta let them down to build them up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And
Just
there's a
like
good
my
way.
Yeah, just like my old boss says, you got to get down if you want to get up.
There you go.
Or
Yeah.
no, no, no. He said you got to get up if you want to get down. Never mind. But it still works.
Damn you, boss. Yeah. Very Empire Strikes Back over
Yes.
here on night number one. Yeah.
Absolutely. And next up, we have Bianca Belair, Naomi, and the debuting Jade Cargill. Well, not debuting; she was in the Rumble. Jade Cargill versus Damage Control, Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. 6-woman tag match. I mean, I think it's clear as day. Naomi, Bianca, and Jade walk out victorious, but we're definitely going to see something going on between Bianca and Jade in this match. A little bit of animosity between the two women.
Mhm.
Uh, each woman trying to outdo the other. That's what I think. What do you think is going to happen in this match?
Oh boy. I'm looking at a Bianca turn.
You think
Um,
so? In the
damage.
match?
Yes, damage control for the win.
Ooh.
There's gonna be dissension. There's gonna be attitude. Everybody wants Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair. I think they're pulling the trigger too soon if they go this route. But I think they desperately want to make Jade the next big thing. Um, They definitely want to show AEW up. This is how you do it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking Bianca turns on Jade while Naomi isn't looking. Um, Damage control for the win.
And then after that, we have a tag team match. It's the LWO, the team of Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Uh, I mean, you're talking about turns.
Mhm.
And I think last week on SmackDown, when Rey Mysterio announced his partner being Dragon Lee, he goes, "My partner is going to be someone I trust so much, the newest member of the LWO." And you could see Carlito go, like he's getting ready to take. That's when he goes, "Dragon
Yeah,
Lee, he's the newest member of the LWO." And Carlito's kind of like, "Wait, what?"
yeah.
I think Carlito is turning on Ray in this match, and
Ooh.
it's going to lead to some sort of faction with and with Dirty Dom breaking off from the Judgment Day eventually.
Mhm.
you know you're going to have the faction of Santos Escobar with his Legado del Fantasma, Andrade, Dirty Dom, and Carlito. And it's not going to be like an LWO or anything like that, but it's just going to
Mhm.
be their own faction of it, or maybe kind of like a heel LWO situation,
Yeah,
because LWO they use as like a face, that they're just using it for the merch sales. I don't know.
yeah, yeah.
What do you think?
Okay, I'm thinking LWO with the win, with storyline at the end. So we have a straight up match. We need a feel good moment. Dragon Lee is coming off of a loss at Speed to Ricochet. Great match, by the way. Um, so I'm thinking this is our
Should,
feel.
hold on. Should we start
Yeah,
doing speed reviews, but just do a 1 minute
just
show
quick.
on?
Yeah,
It's like, quick drop kick, pin, win. All right, he wins. Next round. Bye. Good match.
good
Anyways,
match, great match. Yeah, so LWO to win. Rey Mysterio is not losing at WrestleMania. Feel good moment of the night. Because prepare for some bad news.
what's that? What's the bad news?
Oh, the bad news is that it's going to be Bloodline rule. Well, we'll get there.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we're here now. It's a tag team
Yeah.
match. The Bloodline, The Rock versus Roman Reigns, or The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth frickin' Rollins, or as McIntyre called him, Seth Cringe Lord Rollins. Called him on Monday
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
So, the stipulation in this match, if Rhodes and Rollins wins, all the members of the Bloodline banned from ringside night 2 in the main event. If the Bloodline wins, it's Bloodline rules. Now, we kind of know what that is. That's just like no DQ now,
Yeah,
apparently is what it is.
yeah.
The way The Rock explained it, weeks ago, he explained it like, oh, we can do any single thing we want.
Mhm.
We can put this person as special guest ref. We can do this person as a timekeeper. But when Solo faced Rollins on Raw, it was just no DQ,
That was it. Yeah.
So there's a few ways. This can go, but Jose, what do you think is going to happen?
All right. We get it feels like we're gonna get some ultra violence this night for this match.
Yes.
Really good ultra violence. Yeah, we're just gonna get a straight up match where we get bloodline rules here anyway. Jay and Solo definitely gonna interfere. They're gonna cost Cody and Seth the match.
I mean, they're definitely going to interfere in this match. What about the assumption people? There's been murmurs. I've heard
Hmm.
it said. What if Rollins turns on Seth or on Cody?
On Cody.
Like like there. Why is he taking? He's tagging with him because he beat him 3 times in a row.
Yeah,
Like, wouldn't Seth be pretty pissed off that this guy? He's never been able to beat this guy, and all
yeah.
of a sudden he's just like, if he can't beat him, join him. That doesn't seem like Seth Rollins to
It
me.
doesn't. Yeah. Worst case
But
scenario, he walks out on the match.
I don't think he's turning on
No,
Cody
no. Because he
because
has
it would be a weird situation night 2 with the
exactly.
yeah.
Mhm.
But I mean, I think the Bloodline's going to win this. I
Mhm.
think we're going into night 2 with Bloodline rules. I think we're going to have The Rock pinning Cody Rhodes.
Hmm.
Who do you think is going to pin who, or how do you
Yeah.
think it's going
Oh my god, I didn't even think of that. So, I don't think it matters who eats the pin in this one. It's going to be super controversy over the fact that so many people are running in.
Yeah.
Nobody's running in for the good guys, but Bloodline's going to have that influx of the whole Bloodline coming in and doing their damage. Um, but it makes sense that Cody takes the pin. It just gives it more steam coming into night two.
Yeah, especially if he gets screwed,
Mm-hmm.
if Jey Uso's taken out earlier in the night, he has been teaming with Cody and Seth recently. Not teaming with them, but kind of,
Mm-hmm.
little just kind of like homies kind of bond.
Yeah, I got your
And
back last week. You got my back this week. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and he's just like walking around backstage talking to Lil Wayne. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, yeah, he'll get taken out earlier in the night. You're going to see him being taken out in like maybe a stretcher or something.
Oh, there
So
you
it's
go.
going to prevent him from helping at the main event. They screw Cody over. Rock pins Cody leading into night two. And I
I
think
like
it
it.
does.
Book it.
So
Book it.
I'll talk about why it matters later. And then so here's the one thing. What if somebody gets hurt? Like actual
Like
X's up.
legit. Oh my god.
Cody broke his leg. Roman broke his leg. Seth broke his leg. Rock, I mean, we could be fine if Rock gets hurt. We don't need him night two.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what if somebody gets hurt night one?
Oh man, knock on wood that doesn't happen.
Well,
But
yeah.
what big names do you have that are available to, come off the bench? I mean, wow.
Can CM Punk do a GTS right now?
Probably not. He still has that robotic thing on his arm.
That's true. It's true. I mean, it's definitely they would need to pivot big time,
Yeah.
And I think if that's the case, then Roman just retains whoever it is night two.
Yeah. And Randy Orton right now cannot. Well, he could. You could be like, okay, Randy Orton, you're dropping out of the US title because who gives a shit? You got a chance at the Universal title. Yeah. But I don't think he's 100% right now. I think he's still, working on that back injury.
Is it me, or is Randy Orton, the older he gets, the more he looks like the grandpa from King of the Hill? You know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
Like I sort of got his body looks like he's this ripped 30-year-old dude,
Mm-hmm,
super muscular, super fit. But then you look at his face and he's just like,
withered.
All scrunched up, bitter beard and withered. Yeah.
And AJ Styles versus LA Knight. The winner goes on to main event. Let's say, Cody gets hurt.
Yeah. Okay.
Next knock on wood, that doesn't happen. Why would you even speak that into the universe?
I'm speaking about it in the universe because, hey, anything could happen.
You're right. You're right.
These are the things we have to think about. If you have literally Cody Rhodes, who is getting beat down week after, and not even just like, oh, he got choke slammed to hell.
Oh, no, he's getting whooped without.
He's getting whipped with a belt. He is blading. Dude, this guy is going to get a big pay bump eventually. You know what I mean? At least I hope he does.
Yeah, me too.
Whatever he's making right now, just double it.
Yeah, especially the way this guy interviews, like in public. Man, the guy's a pro.
Yeah. Next up, night two, we have according to Wikipedia, opening the show, Seth freaking Rollins defending his title against Drew McIntyre, singles match for the World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, personally, I'm a belief Seth Rollins is going to go into this match not hurt, but hurting. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's been hurting for like 6 months.
Well, I mean, he's going to come out of a match with The Rock and Roman Reigns. So this guy is going to be limping into the ring. It's going to be a pretty fast win for Drew. Honestly, I think it's not a squash, but I think it's going to be a few moves, and they're going to be like, "Oh my God, Seth, what did he do? Why did he, stand up with Cody?"
Yeah, a couple failed comebacks. Yeah.
I think Drew McIntyre wins, gets his moment, gets to hold that title high, and then all of a sudden, out comes Damian Priest to cash in the Money in the Bank on Drew McIntyre, because he has been built like a monster on Raw. He hits the razor's edge as Drew is on those ropes. Drew's holding up that title. He's like, "Oh, I won ya!" And then all of a sudden, Damian comes out of nowhere, grabs him by the shoulders, slams him down, pins him 1, 2, 3, becomes the champion.
You have that much faith in Damian, huh?
I do.
Okay.
I think because hold on, he is a Triple H guy. If anyone is a Triple H guy, look at his character.
100%.
If he can come out to Motorhead, he would. I'm just putting that out there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
He has
totally.
enough leather and patches. Like, him and Hunter are talking about like leather wristbands. Like, hey,
Mhm.
where'd you get that leather wristband at, Damien? I want to
Yeah,
get one for me and my kids so we get matching leather wristbands.
yeah, and he's late 30s, early 40s, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So they
So
they 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 relate, somewhat.
exactly. What do you think's gonna happen in this match, Jose?
Oh, the sweet smell of irony where Seth, the one who won his championship on a cash in, gets cashed in on. I'm okay with Seth winning the match
Oh,
and
okay.
then getting cashed in on. I'm
Yeah,
okay with that. And then, we go on a long break. I'm also okay with Drew McIntyre winning and then getting cashed in on.
definitely.
But my choice is both guys are out. Here comes Damian Priest cashing in. He does something on Drew. He does crucifix on Seth. 1, 2, 3, pin and win.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we're both kind of in agreement that Damian Priest could walk out a world heavyweight champion.
Yeah, I'm kind of rooting for that because
And
he's so angry over the night before. Oh, I just lost my tag titles. Oh, the Judgment Day's breaking up. Oh,
yeah, and if you think about it, you have Dominic Mysterio. He has found new success with a new team or a new partner. So
mm-hmm.
he's like, wow, this is great. These guys are cool. They want to party. Damien doesn't like to party like this. He just likes black leather wristbands. Uh, then you have Finn, who's going to be pissed off for losing his tag titles. JD is his friend. So, of course, they'll probably go off and not do some sort of tag team, but I could see some sort of Matt Hardy. What was the guy that used to hang out with Matt Hardy? The little V1 guy.
Oh, yeah, the
Shannon
guy
Moore.
that
Shannon Moore.
Anymore, the one that was in 3 count.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So kind of like that, kind of like he's gonna mentor JD McDonough.
yeah,
And then
little lackey.
Rhea Ripley is gonna be champion. Damian Priest is gonna be champion, and they're just gonna kind of go there and do their own thing.
Yeah.
So
Okay, let's add this into the mix. Somewhere along the lines after Judgment Day loses their tag titles, Rhea Ripley has already won her championship match. Her and Damien get into, a little spat, a little contest of words. I'm the champion. You don't have any belts. I lead Judgment Day from now on. Wait a minute, Rhea. Come on. No SSC. Let's think
yeah.
about it. Don't be that way. And we get that tension.
That was a
So
pretty good Damian Priest. I'm just gonna put that out there.
I've been working on it off screen. So yeah, this gives him incentive to actually go out there and win the match.
Next up, we have Io Sky defending her WWE Women's Championship against Bailey, the 2024 Royal Rumble winner. San Jose's own Bailey. I mean, come on, man. What has Io Sky been doing in the past few months?
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. Yeah.
She's the champion. She hasn't done much. I know she's probably not comfortable on the mic, but at the same time, it's like she seems to be playing a background character to Dakota Kai, who has kind of been the standout person after Bailey in this whole damage control situation. And
Mhm.
kind of seems like Bailey should be facing Dakota Kai instead for the title. But
Yeah.
that's not the case. She's facing Io Sky. But nonetheless, I think we're gonna get a feel-good moment for Miss Bailey. She's gonna win that women's championship at Mania. What do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah, I'm not even looking at it through an analyst's eyes. Bailey's winning just because I'm a Bailey mark. That's it.
Um, and the fact that she had to lose her title in San Jose while I was there, come on,
They owe you one.
that was BS. To Alexa Bliss,
Yeah.
all people. Alexa Bliss is good.
I love it.
She does her thing.
Yeah.
Next up we have LA Knight, AJ Styles. I don't care about this match. I'm not gonna lie. I have no interest. It's gonna be cool seeing big buff fucking Randy Macho Man AJ Styles out there.
Yeah.
Because that guy is swoller than swole, but
Yeah, he did extra work in his off time. Yeah.
yeah. I don't see a reason for AJ to win. LA Knight, they need to give him a little bit of a push right now. He needs it. He needs this win. Like, his stock has kind of fallen the past few months, and I think he needs something to kind of push him up the ranks. What do you think's gonna
Yeah,
go down?
me as a fan, AJ Styles should win this. He needs it. He needs to do something with the Good Brothers. Oh, I've never understood the LA Knight thing. Never. Who's gonna win? LA Knight. Just because, he's lost so much recently. He can't get the big win. He's always getting interfered on, or something's happening. This is going to be one of the crowning achievements in LA Knight's career because he's not going to be champion,
Yeah. Well, I mean, well, not world champion,
not
definitely.
world
Maybe
champion. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, US,
U.S.
sure.
champion.
Mhm.
Yeah. And speaking of the U.S. Championship, we have a triple threat match for the United States title. Logan Paul is defending his championship against Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Jose, who do you got in this match and why?
Logan Paul because he's the flavor of the month. He's the attraction. He's the Siamese twin of this carnival. He's the bearded lady. Um, not to take away from his athletic ability, but
Right.
he's there for a reason. He's
Yeah.
there to be the attraction, and I have no problem with him holding the title, the USA title. Randy Orton, probably can't maintain a title run nowadays. Kevin Owens, I think the US title is beneath him.
Yeah. Yeah. Both of them, actually.
Yeah.
Both Randy
So
Orton and Kevin Owens.
yeah. So there's going to be turmoil between everyone because we already saw that there's a little heat between Randy and Kevin. So yeah, Logan Paul wins with interference and brass knucks and
Yeah.
whatever
Well,
else
I
there
mean,
is.
it's a triple threat match. So, I mean, I think technically that means there's no DQ,
Yeah,
which I think this is kind of a dumb rule overall. I don't know.
it is.
They can DQ one person from a triple threat match. Just
Yeah,
saying.
totally.
Yeah, I think Logan Paul is going to retain because there's no other option to leave Mania than having him saying he beat Kevin Owens and Randy Orton on one night, just like Chris Jericho did back in the day. So
Yeah, you just add credibility to the guy that's not hasn't been wrestling very long.
next up, we have the Pride, which I forgot they were called the Pride.
I didn't
Bobby
even know.
Lashley, Bobby Lashley, Angelo Dawkins, and Montez Ford with BFAB taking on the Final Testament, Karrion Cross, Akam and Razar with Scarlett Bordeaux and Paul Ellering in their corner. This is going to be a 6-man tag match, Philadelphia Street Fight. And just seeing this on the card, I don't know. I just feel like this is just another match, and I'm just like, okay, like
This should be on the pre-show.
this should be on the pre-show. This should absolutely be on the pre-show, and they should be battling through the pre-show columnist area, or commentators
Mhm.
area.
Yeah, yeah.
Have Sam Roberts get involved, throw a punch for God's sake.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go first. Last ditch attempt to shove Final Testament down our throats.
I mean,
It's now or never. If they're gonna get the
yeah.
win, and if they don't get over off of this, then back to NXT. Sorry, guys.
Well, I mean, the team is like kind of cool. Like if you think about it, like I don't know, like they look like they're just missing one thing, and you know what I think? It's a leader. Karrion Cross isn't like a leader. Karrion Cross isn't that main event person. Even Bobby Lashley within the Pride, he is that sole world
Good
champion
point. Good point.
material who is
Mhm.
leading this group. And then you have the Final Testament, Karrion Cross. Karrion Cross seems like a second. He's a Commander Riker. He is not a Captain Picard.
Number
You know what I'm
two.
saying?
Yes.
So I don't know. They're very lackluster to me. Akam and Razar, they're cool authors of pain. Scarlett, she's all right.
Paul Ellering back in the day was an excellent manager of the Road Warriors, Legion of Doom. He said 2 words so far. That's
You
all he's
know,
done.
you know who needs to lead this team?
Who?
Rocco.
Rocco,
The ventriloquist puppet.
Oh
Remember
my
when Paul Ellering had the ventriloquist
yeah,
puppet?
it was his
He needs to
own.
bring that back. And he is the leader of the Final Testament.
Oh my god, that's a Batman episode. It's a
And plus,
Batman bad guy. Yeah.
and okay, honestly, they need to have the match on Raw the following night. Final Testament versus Judgment Day. And that's when Final Testament wins. Judgment Day, that's their breakup right there.
Oh, this is the WrestleMania 10 moment where remember that 5-man tag got cut out because of time restraints.
Yeah.
This is that match. Time restraints. Sorry, guys. Push it to Monday night.
See, but I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna say the Pride wins and push them as baby faces. I don't know. You know what's going to be cool? I think the shakeup on Monday Night Raw the next night is going to be cool. And I know it's not like a superstar shakeup or whatever, or a draft.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excuse me. But it's going to be cool seeing who's going to be going after the world title, because I think you're going to add some people. I think, especially if Cody wins the WWE title, the undisputed title, who's going to be the top challengers for that, because nobody seems like they could stack up to Roman. But I mean, Cody, I know he seems like $1,000,000 and he seems like he is there on Roman's level, but he hasn't beat every single person.
Yeah.
He hasn't done that yet. So it'd be cool to see who he is going to face, or who possibly Damian, Drew, or Seth is going to face after this. So
Yeah, you think maybe okay, let's say Cody wins. Do you think he's still dealing with the bloodline, so he has Solo and Jimmy to deal with? Or do we get like a Drew McIntyre who's pissed that he lost? Or do we get an AJ Styles?
we get someone completely different. It's not going to be the big event, because this is going to be either, like, think about when Daniel Bryan won at 30. His first opponent after that was Kane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The first opponent is always, just fodder for
The
champion.
big show,
Yeah, the first opponent is always someone he's just going to eat up alive, because he needs that first, defense.
Yeah. So I mean, we're looking at it right now as the way we're looking at it. Roman Reigns defending his WWE undisputed title against Cody Rhodes in a bloodline rules match. This is not official, but this is what we're thinking. We're both kind of on the same page about this. I mean, I'm going to give you the floor, Jose. What do you think is going to happen in this match?
Did you see? Okay, full on. Everyone and their mama joins this fight in the bloodline. Did you see though? Stone Cold Steve Austin this past Monday got an Easter egg basket with beer in it.
No,
it was sent by an anonymous source. It gets even better. So he's just showing, on his phone. Oh, look at this is chicken feed, and then there's a basket of beer. Then
what the hell is this over here? God damn it!
Then he mentions his beautiful 2003 F-150 or whatever the hell it is, right? The big old pickup truck.
Yeah,
there's a reason why he said 2003. According to my research, and I didn't do much, so I may be wrong. 2003 was the last time Stone Cold and The Rock fought.
Okay.
If I'm right. So him dropping that jewel of 2003 and just hammering that point.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. And then we have the whole thing we talked about last Friday, where they showed the truck.
The trucks with John Cena and Stone Cold on them. And if you see, those aren't the real trucks they're using right now, or at least they're not the ones that are around town. The ones they're driving throughout the country are the WrestleMania trucks.
Yes.
So these trucks who have that have not been driving anywhere, or at least the ones that are seemingly not being used, showed up on Monday Night Raw in a on-screen debut with John Cena's face and Stone Cold's face looking over Cody Rhodes as The Rock beat him up. Both are people that The Rock has animosity with in the past.
Yes, and I cannot wait. If there is some gift that drops into John Cena's lap from here until Friday, or even on Friday Night SmackDown, that's gonna just say it all. And it's gonna be an internet thing. It's gonna be an Easter egg. They're gonna hide it in plain sight.
We're talking about, like, if we're going into the night, let's just say Jey Uso was taken out the night before. The way we're kind of looking, or at least way I'm looking at it. Jey Uso was taken out the night before. Seth, he's beaten in that match earlier tonight. He can't come out and help anybody.
Cody has no allies.
He gets surrounded by the bloodline. Who comes out for the save? You hear the glass shatter.
Hold on. They're going to save the glass shatter. First, you're going to hear the
John Cena come out.
Yes.
He's going to come out. You'll hear the glass shatter. Stone Cold will come out.
Oh,
they're going to all brawl. Cody will finish his story. Damn it.
Yay. Dude, that glass shatter is going to have me shitting my pants, like literally.
And after the match, Stone Cold Steve Austin and John Cena are going to raise Cody's hands. Stone Cold's going to give Cody a beer, and they're going to toast, and Cody's going to be covered in beer, and he's going to be drunk like he was with Jey Uso during that one press conference.
he's gonna be Jey Uso. Yeah. Okay. Let's do Super Bowl prop bet. Is the whole locker room coming out to celebrate Cody? Yes or no?
Yes.
100%.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Because
Mhm.
if we're going back to WrestleMania 10, the whole locker room, including not Mark Wahlberg, but Donnie Wahlberg himself
Donnie.
came out
Yes.
to celebrate. He said, "Oh my God, Brett, you won! Like we're totally best friends, right? Oh my God."
Oh my
Um,
god.
I hope Donnie Wahlberg comes out to celebrate with everyone, but no, I think at least some people will come out to celebrate with him. You're gonna have his family. You're gonna have Brandy come out.
Mhm.
The
We get
people that
we get
support
no we get no Dustin, right? There's been a push online for
him.
Dustin
Man,
to get, and
that's
AEW is always
tough.
down to give the okay, but
I don't know if they do it now, man. I really don't. If I was Tony, I'd say I don't know. I don't know what I'd say if I was Tony because the
well,
way that
it's almost like a screw you guys. You didn't give us any Sting footage.
you didn't give us any Sting footage, you didn't let Kevin Nash come here. You didn't.
Well,
You
I think that was
totally
a Kevin Nash decision. The
could
truth be told.
could be. Oh yeah, they said I couldn't go, and then Lex Luger's like, they said I can go. Kevin Nash is like, dude, seriously,
Shut up.
like you're supposed to be my friend, right?
Yeah.
Shut up. So,
I mean, Dallas Page is like, I can go. It's like, shut up, Dally. Come on.
so we're in agreement. Cody finishes the story.
Yes, 100%. If he doesn't, we riot.
All right. Well, I think that about does it here for us today at City Wrestling Radio. Don't forget to check us out for our Mania post shows, which will be coming up after both nights of WrestleMania. So go ahead and check us out there. SoundCloud.com/City Wrestling Radio or wherever you get podcasts. Also on YouTube. Check us out. All right. We're going to see you guys next time. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.